Hey Toolerinos, here's another catalog review. I did a video about the Grainger catalog that we have at work, and one of the viewers commented that he thinks the McMaster-Carr catalog is more akin to the Buck and Hickman catalog. So I decided to check out the McMaster-Carr catalog, and lo and behold, this one's a few years out of date, so they said I could just have it. So I have looked through it, and I agree this is more akin to Buck and Hickman, but the Grainger catalog certainly has an awful lot of stuff in it. One thing I really like about the McMaster-Carr catalog is not just how well it shows you pictures of everything, but also how it explains a lot of things. Okay, if you don't have 100% familiarity with something, and you just need the job to something to work a certain way, then it's kind of helpful, this book, because it tells you a lot about the things that you'd be looking at. So here's an example: compression tube fittings. It shows you how to measure the threads and the pipe to know what size you're working with. It tells you about the different kinds: high pressure vacuum O-ring, steel tube fittings, something called Yorlock tube fittings. I have no idea what Yorlock means specifically. Oh look, about Yorlock tube fittings. It explains it, has a picture, and it tells you how they go together. Stainless steel. What other kinds? Super corrosion resistant down here. British standard, metric. Use these fittings to connect tubing to British standard pipe taper and British Standard pipe parallel threads, also known as instrumentation fittings, etc., etc., etc. So, a great thing about this catalog, I think, is how it explains everything so well, so that if you're not familiar with the products, it'll help teach you how to use it. And in some cases, it tells you the application, right? So, okay, here we go. I just flipped to duct hose, and there's a whole section up here about duct hose, and it explains all sorts of things: duct for liquids, connections, duct for dust, compressibility, vacuum rating, bending radius, all these kind of things that you probably need to know to do the job right, that most of us wouldn't know unless we do this sort of thing for a living. So I really like the McMaster-Carr catalog for that purpose. There's just a lot of great information in it that you don't necessarily get in the other catalogs. So, yeah, I agree. John Paul, hopefully you don't mind me saying it, I think you're right. The McMaster-Carr is a better catalog, and is probably a better fit for saying, is this the Buck and Hickman catalog of today? I agree. Good call. So, yeah, if any of you out there have an opportunity to grab a McMaster-Carr catalog, even if it's out of date, a lot of the things that it talks about are never going to be out of date, right? So it's an educational catalog. It's not just something you can buy stuff out of. And also, I like this one does list prices. Now, obviously, the prices are going to be subject to change, especially when your catalogs get out of date. But it gives you at least a good idea as to what the prices are. The Grainger catalog that I was looking through did not appear to have prices. So let's just see if there's anything else that jumps out at me. I'm just going to kind of flip through here a little bit. Precision combination squares, pipe layout tools, calipers, dividers, pipe flange aligner pins, measuring tools, So yeah, I mean, there you go. Power tools, chainsaws. I mean, it really does have everything you need. Non-sparking metal tools. Nice. Made of phosphorus bronze with a wood handle. Pick heads made of aluminum bronze. Aluminum bronze, aluminum bronze. Must be the modern version to get rid of to not have the beryllium. Copper. Weather stripping. Locks. I mean, there's starting to get into more of the hardware section. Hooks. Screws, fasteners. So, yeah, too much to really go through page by page. How many pages are there? Oh, here we go. You can buy casting alloys. That's cool. Bronze. Oil-filled bearing grade bronze. Oilite bearing stuff, right? Brass. Stainless steel. Tool steel. High-speed steel. Wear-resistant steel. Easy to machine gray cast iron, ductile cast iron, carbon steel, every material, ceramic, garolite. I don't even know what that is. Structural fiberglass, electrical grade fiberglass, ultra high molecular weight polyethylene. Polyester, acetal, nylon, cast nylon, polypropylene, ABS, PVC, acrylic, cellulose, cast acrylic, polycarbonate, polyurethane foam, neoprene and sandoprene foam, silicone rubber, butyl rubber, neoprene rubber. So there, whole bunch of different materials, and the index is in the back. And there you go, 3,936 pages, almost 4,000 pages. So, McMaster-Carr open 24 hours, 7 days a week. And it looks like these are their primary locations, including Cleveland, Ohio. It's not just a catalog, it's a reference manual.